Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Eruption of Shame, this time from August 2025. So we're looking at all the games that are in Humble. We don't have the Amazon games, but I'll show you what was out this month. And we got a couple of bundles to showcase, so it should be a pretty short one, all things considered. First off, we have Persona 5 Royale, which, I mean, as you've probably been noticing, I've been playing Metaphor, which is my first Atlas game. However, I do own all of the Persona games. Well, most of them. I do own this one too, unfortunately, which means I'm gonna give this one out as a gift to a friend. But still, it's a good high value, very highly rated game. If you don't own it, it's a really good pickup for this bundle, at least if you've got any interest in JRPGs, even if they're a little bit weird. The next game is one I do not have. It's on my wishlist though. It's a adventure RPG which apparently has narration as well. It looks grittier and darker, a bit more like a Witcher style world than like a Fable style world. But there we are. It looks interesting. It looks fun. Once again, relatively good ratings. Not as good as the last one, but the price, yeah, there was no way I was going to be paying full price for that. So I think this counts as a good pickup too. Speaking of good pickups, we've also got My Time at Sandrock. So obviously I own this. I've played videos of this. I actually quite like the My Time series quite a lot. I backed it on Kickstarter, and it's a lot of fun. So, well, once again, it's not really a good one for me personally. It does have the ability to play multiplayer now, I believe. Although multiplayer is not the same game, unfortunately. It will be in the next game though, apparently. So we'll wait for that. But yeah, it's still an interesting, fun, open world sort of build up, expand. I never finished this one, but then I never finished Porsche either. But I still had a good time. Still, it's a really good pickup with hundreds of hours of fun in it. Yeah, it's really good, and DLC is not required to enjoy it. So don't worry about the fact it doesn't contain DLC. Next one is another game by Pathia. This is one of their only games they haven't backed on Kickstarter. It's called Let's School, and I did play a video of this if you look back a while. I had fun with it. I haven't went back to play more of it. I really should, because basically it's a schoolyard simulator in the same vein of, say, a theme hospital or a 2-point museum or a Galacticare sort of thing. So it's definitely my jam. Definitely my jam. You slowly build and expand a school. And yeah, it's just a really good game. Very good ratings, low price, but that's okay. This is like the 4th game on the bundle. It's still cheaper. Like the bundle is still cheaper than the cost of the game. So then we have Little Gator. This one was on my wish list, and I did want it. It gives me very much short hike vibes. It's very cute, very fluffy, well, actually not fluffy, very fluffy as in just like adorable, basically. So, yeah, this may not be for everyone, but it definitely is for me. I do love exploring. I do love cutesy storylines like this, and I think this is a really nice pickup for me personally. I'm glad it's there. It's also incredibly highly rated. And still another $30 game, so nothing to really scoff about. Then we've got Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip. Now, this game looks very weird. I don't actually remember when I got it, but I already own it. It's currently in one of the Fanatical bundles, which probably explains where I got it from. It's another goofy exploration sort of game. And honestly looks right up my alley in general. It looks like a fun, if a little bit weird RPG. It's got very good reviews, and given it's another $30 game, although it does come into Fanatical bundles. So if you weren't interested in anything in this bundle except for this game, then it would be currently cheaper to buy it on Fanatical through one of their bundles instead. Then we have the Wild Mender, a game about bringing a deserted world back to life. Explore a vast desert, alone or with friends. Collect plants and bring them back to your garden to thrive. I mean, I have no idea what this is, but it does definitely sound like a lot of fun. especially if it's got that terraforming aspect of like Planet Crafter, and the fact it's got the multiplayer as well. It should be said, it definitely feels less scientific than Planet Crafters. It feels more of a fantasy terraforming game. But once again, good reviews, decent price. I'd say it's a nice pickup all the same. And I got War Pips, which to me looks like more of a filler sort of game. Like, it's definitely not the one I'm most excited about. It really just feels like an advanced war style game, which isn't a bad thing. Not a bad thing whatsoever. But I've got to say, I do prefer my RPG, my RTS games having base building and resource management. And I can only see very basic resource management and no base building. So, yeah, not my favorite addition, but still, it's decent ratings and decent price. So, overall, this is a pretty good bundle. Granted, it's not great for me personally because I already own a lot of the games, but it'll be really great for some of my friends who have it on their wish list. So, there's that. Next up, we have the Prime games, and it has been a pretty big week, a pretty big month for Prime games as it was released or revealed last month. Midnight Suns, obviously an amazing game. XCOM with, was meant to be anyway. XCOM, but with superheroes, which sounds great. Saints Row 4, which is just GTA but superheroes. Then there's got a few other smaller ones. I mean, Endless Space 2 gets given out all the time, so it's not really important. Dark Forces 2, nothing wrong with that. Heroes Loot, I mean, I guess. Venba, very positively received game there. Station to Station, Stray Gods, Orpheus Edition. Now, this is interesting. I backed Stray Gods on Fig, and the Orpheus Edition came out as a content update after. So interesting enough, this being released, I haven't actually bought the Orpheus Edition on Steam yet. So when I finally do get around to playing Stray Gods to see like the Kickstarter game I backed, I'll probably play the free copy I got from GOG on Prime instead of my own copy that I paid for. But that's the thing, you don't. If you're like me and you back a lot of Kickstarter games, but you don't play them straight away, you kind of got to expect it to come up in bundles. Speaking of bundles, what bundles are around are actually interesting? Well, the only one I saw which was interesting to me on the Humble Bundle page was the Sniper Elite Classics Collection. Now, all I really give a shit about here is 4 and 5. Now, both of these games are phenomenal co-op experiences. So you don't have to play them co-op, but it's an entirely different game. Because if you're with a friend, you can obviously pick each other back up again, but you've really got to know like who you're with and what you're doing. It's a skilled game, depending on the difficulty you're playing at. At the lower difficulties, it's a power fantasy, an arcadey game. It's crazy fun. At the higher difficulties, it becomes a tactical, gritty, no nonsense, trying to kill all the Germans sort of thing. It's great. I haven't played through much of Sniper Elite 5, but it's very similar. 3 isn't quite as open as 4. That would be the only thing I'd say about it. 3 is not quite as open as 4. I tried to play 3 and I found myself not having that itch of 4's open world scratched, but it could just be me being way too touchy. And I haven't really played the first couple of games. But given they're probably technologically limited in the same way as the third, I'm not too interested in them. On Fanatical, the best bundle I could find to showcase was the Best of Platinum collection. Now, this is one of their more expensive bundles with, I think it's the $5, but has a few interesting games in it. For one, Frostpunk, if you've never played that, is fantastic. You've got a Lego game, SteamWorld Build, which it's the sort of game you want to buy on special because from what I hear, it's not necessarily as big as its price tag would have you believe. Then you've got things like Ziggurat 2, which is a roguelike, quite fun. This is where I got the Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip. So if you want to only do 3 of these or whatever, you get the say it's the Humble Bundle. But yes, but really that's it for us. That is the Humble Eruption for this month. Make sure you check out the channel because the Members Mountain video of last month is coming public. I believe that's Age of Wonders, and Age of Wonders even has a second episode coming next week because I enjoyed it so much. So, yes, I do look forward to watching that, I hope. And then next month, of course, the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was the one that won. I've already played it, and it's already up if you're a member. If you haven't remembered to join, I mean, obviously, I'm a tiny YouTuber. I would appreciate anything, and it will allow you to choose, help me choose for my mountain what games I should push right to the top. So that's what happens in my members mountain. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's lots of upcoming content, of course, at the moment. We're going to continue with Morrowind. There's a lot more Morrowind to come. A lot more Planetcrafter. I see people have been enjoying Planetcrafter, which is good because I've very much been enjoying playing with Happy again on Planetcrafter. We've also got more Assassin's Creed, though that will be taking a break next week for Age of Wonders. And yeah, just back to the Mountain of Shames now that my City of Gangsters gameplay is done there as well. And of course, Metaphor. Metaphor is just amazing. So thank you for joining me. See you next time. Have a lovely rest of your day, and goodbye.